I researched One Piece for over 200 hours and found 12 theories that would explain everything. For example, there is this wild theory about Laugh Tale, Devil Fruits, and Shanks that not many people talk about. Did you ever notice that 2 of the people on Roger's ship got really sick when they were approaching Laugh Tale? You probably did, and it's easy to dismiss this as a coincidence, but I don't think it was. You see, the only 2 people that got sick and didn't make it to Laugh Tale were Buggy and Toki, and they were the only 2 confirmed people with Devil Fruit powers on the ship. So, is it possible that Devil Fruit users get sick as soon as they get close to Laugh Tale? Well, I think this theory actually makes sense, and there is one more important thing that is hinting towards it. In chapter 1054, Shanks tells Ben that it's finally time they go and claim One Piece. Now, the interesting thing about red-haired pirates is that none of them are confirmed Devil Fruit users. Shanks may already know that Devil Fruit users can't go to Laugh Tale, and therefore forbade anyone in his crew to eat one. This would also make red-haired pirates the only pirate crew able to get the One Piece. At the end of each theory, I'll also speculate how probable it is to be true, and for this one, I'll give the score of 6 out of 10. This is only the first out of 12 theories I am covering today, and the last one is the most insane theory I've ever heard. So, you all know about the 5 elders, but do you know how old they are? What if I tell you that they may just be immortal? Okay, let me explain. Not much is known about the Gorosei, but one main thing supporting this theory is that they looked exactly the same 20 years ago in Ohara flashback. The one way they could achieve this is through Oppa Oppa Nomi and its ability to grant immortality. Other than that, there is not much backing this theory, and knowing that looks in the anime can sometimes be deceiving, I don't think this theory has high probability of being true. Okay, so what exactly is One Piece? Well, there is this one theory that would actually make a lot of sense. So, in my opinion, the One Piece is some kind of object, which was confirmed by Oda himself, by the way, that would allow Luffy to destroy the Red Line. Alright, but why would the Straw Hats want to do this? Well, this actually ties in perfectly with their original dreams. Luffy wants to be the king of pirates and the freest person in the world. If the Red Line is destroyed, he'd be able to travel wherever he wants and would bring all people closer together. Nami wants to make a map of the entire world, which would definitely be much easier if this big line weren't separating it in half. Sanji wants to find the all blue, all 4 seas together, which is exactly what would happen if Red Line is destroyed. And finally, Brook wants to fulfill his promise and reunite with Laboon. And since the crew is now in the new world, Laboon is right behind the Red Line. The last thing supporting this is Madame Shirley's prediction that Luffy will destroy the Fishman Island, which would also come true since it's located right under the Red Line. I have to give this theory 8 out of 10 points, since in my opinion, it has a good chance of actually happening. Marshall D. Teach, or Blackbeard, is one of the weirdest characters in the entire story. Besides his appearance and enormous love for cherry pies, there is something else really weird about him. I believe that Blackbeard has multiple personalities, 3 to be exact. There are a few crucial moments that prove this. When he first met Luffy while eating pies in the restaurant, he seemed really childish, competing with Luffy who can order more food and generally had a comedic vibe. However, only a few moments later when he met Luffy again outside of the restaurant, he seemed much more calm and mature. He gave Luffy a speech about dreams and wished him luck in finding the Sky Island. After this conversation, Luffy and Zoro would both comment that Blackbeard is not he, but they. Another huge fact supporting this theory is that Teach is the only character who can wield the powers of 2 devil fruits without dying. A few additional details are that Blackbeard's flag has 3 heads, he has 3 pistols around his belt, and his beard is split into 3 parts.